Hello everybody, welcome back to the final match of this day one of the Oscatch 2019 World Cup semi-finals. I am JB Hyperion in the commentary desk, on the desk, I'm everywhere on the desk, and I'm joined by Elux for this final match between the United States and Brazil.
How's it going, everyone?
So this is our final match, the losers bracket encounter. Winner stays on, loser sadly departs. United States led by Chicken Bible and Kendall, Karisu, Zach, Rossold and Lexi. Brazil captained by Hanek, and in his team is Super Choke, Taishi, Predominador, Exnando and Overdose. Your thoughts on this match, Elux?
Well, it's definitely going to be an interesting match to see, considering the fact that it is a group stage rematch.
Of course, yeah, these two teams were the qualifiers from Group C, I think, along with Russia and Romania, the other two teams in that group.
Forget off the bat what the result was in this, but I do remember US winning their group stage match against Brazil, so...
You know something? We have a stats for that. Group C. United States did actually win that one 5-0. But we'll see if there's a slight difference in favour this time around. Obviously, slightly harder map pools between the semi-finals and the group stage, just a little bit, as we've seen from some of our previous matches today. So as we said, this is a losers bracket encounter. The loser exits the tournament. The winner has a date with Hong Kong tomorrow afternoon, as they were victorious 7-5 in their losers bracket match against Taiwan. The start of today, a very excellent match. If you have not seen that one, I highly encourage you to go see that one.
Oh man, Brazil is going to be running through the gauntlet on this. If they somehow end up winning against the United States, they got to go against another tough team, Hong Kong.
I mean, I'm not sure whether it's kind of a negative thing to know that Hong Kong awaits or a positive thing, because if you can beat United States in a semi-finals pool, I think Hong Kong are of comparable skill. Like maybe the US slightly better overall. So if you could beat the US, you must be feeling fairly confident going into that one. But of course, they got to take this one match at a time, and the US are the team that stand in their way. US, a new kind of addition to the losers bracket after they lost 6-2 to France in last week's quarterfinal. Brazil have been in the losers bracket for a little extra time now. They lost 6-1 Chile in their round of 16 match, but then came back strongly to beat the other unseeded team still left in the tournament, Sweden, 6-3. So Brazil, the only unseeded team left in the tournament at this stage.
And they definitely made history, being the first unseeded team to make it to top 12 in Oscatch World Cup history. And let's see if they can continue. See if they'll continue to make history by making it into the top 8.
Yes, by the end of today, only 8 teams will remain.
Some interesting mod choices we have going on here.
I was going to say, it's not often we see a ranked map set as the warm-up, but this time we do.
In easy, Lexi with Flashlight and Hidden, Panic and Exnando with easy. Okay.
Well, whatever helps you get into the groove, I suppose. But yeah, not a single player opting for no mod or a lack of mod combinations here.
This is just so weird to watch. If you look over on the United States side, you have fruits falling at normal speed. Then you have fruits falling at about half the speed. Then you have fruits that are practically invisible.
Yeah, can we just take a second to appreciate that Lexi had a 150 combo and the notes are pretty much entirely invisible. I mean, I get that this is a ranked map and some of these players will have played this quite a bit, but to be able to play anything with flashlight hidden requires a ridiculous amount of memorization.
And holding on to a good accuracy too.
And that will conclude warm-up number 1. Not quite sure whose pick this was. But we're moving on to the second one. Normally we'd say, Zach, that's an impressive 2-miss. Well done, you have been MVP of the game, but he wasn't playing with easy, and he wasn't playing with flashlight.
Think Lexi easily took MVP in that one.
151 combo with flashlight hidden. What a madman. I think this one is likely to be the Brazilian warm-up.
And in other news, my good commentator here, JBH, will be attempting to pronounce the Brazilian warm-up.
Oh, sei Jorge amigo de minha mulher. Was that good enough for you? As an attempt, not an actually successful pronunciation.
Well, considering the fact that I would have butchered it, it was good enough for me.
Oh, I probably did. I just pretend to know what I'm talking. Rate my Portuguese out of 10, somebody in the chat. I won't be offended if you say -1.
Hey, first rule, look good doing it. If you go in being confident enough in yourself, then you already got everyone fooled.
Absolutely. That's how it works. Works in interviews, works in exams. Just convince people that you know what you're talking about. And sometimes World Cups just like this one. Chicken Bible, the US captain, jumping in, presumably to command the role. He's had some pretty good luck in roles thus far.
Seeing some more role predictions in the chat.
Oh, Zach rolling 96 though.
Okay.
Ready to roll 1 and then rolls 96. So Chicken Bible obviously thinking Zach had the mystical moves. The roll fortune was with him. I was close. I'm not sure 1 and 96 is particularly close. Was that a 98 from Hannick?
What?
We didn't even see that. They rolled too fast and chat had already scrolled down. I'm pretty sure that was a 98 from Hannick.
That was a 98.
98 to 96. So that 96 is even more impressive. That he had a 2 in 100 chance of winning that roll, and he came so close, but yet so far. So unfortunately, it will be Brazil deciding the outcome of the roll. Will they pick first or ban first?
Well, I don't know what they'll pick, JBH, but all I know is I somehow picked the teams winning the rolls correct for once.
So you, without the reverse psychology, this time you were correct.
Crap, this wasn't supposed to happen. Hold on.
He's rigged the whole game! We were robbed of an epic moment there by Brazil rolling too quickly. Chicken Bible asking Lexi what he wants to ban. Lexi saying, nope, you choose. I'm not getting involved. I don't want to be responsible if we ban the wrong thing. We haven't seen whether Brazil actually want to pick or ban first yet.
Ela é amiga da minha mulher. Pois é, mas vive dando em cima de mim. Enfim.
Ref Tiger Eyes just chivying Brazil players along a little bit. They want to pick first, okay. So it will be US to ban first.
Mulher bonita mexe com meu coração. Se fosse mulher feia tava tudo certo. Mulher bonita mexe com meu coração.
Chicken Bible coming in with some information on Zach, but
I'm not sure it's useful information, but
it's. I noticed that the US team always likes to just poke innocent fun at Zach.
he's an old man. He's in his 8th World Cup at this stage, I think. The only player who's been in every single official Oscatch World Cup since 2012. He shared that accolade with Alien Flybot until last year, but he's sadly absent this time around.
The grand old man of Oscatch World Cup.
Chicken Bible on the US going to be banning Reiko Third Desire, which is the high BPM double time convert, DT number 4. We've seen that a couple of times, proven pretty popular thus far, but as you said, taking double time off the table will be interesting to see if Brazil do the same. They're going to ban Saturn from the Hard Rock pool. So we were right on that they will keep no mod and hidden available, but they do decide to ban different mods otherwise. So DT4 and Hard Rock 2 are off the table. Brazil will now give their first pick, and you've got to imagine it's going to be something from no mod or hidden. We'll probably see very little Hard Rock or DT play in this match, at least until the very end, if it gets that far.
Come on, Brazil. I've been waiting all this time. Pick my me map. I want to throw in the fact that there are X number of me's in that map. I am waiting to state that fact until that map gets chosen.
You can't deny this man now.
Ela é amiga da minha mulher. Pois é.
Wow, Brazil banning the Portuguese man. Amor de Varal from the Nomad pool. Oh, that's picked. That's not banned. What am I talking about? They're picking the Portuguese map. That makes so much more sense. So Camellia World Cup continues in earnest. One of 3 Camellia map sets in this Nomad pool. It's been a long day, guys. Bear with me, please. So Amor de Varao coming in at 2 minutes long, BPM of 138, but it's mapped in a very kind of alternating combat style, so it does feel a lot faster than that. Approach rate of 9.6, and circle size of 4. Lots of very awkward slider stream patterns going on in this one. If anyone can build a significant combo towards the beginning of this map and give them their team an advantage, we've seen that a lot of the times, the team that has the advantage in the first kind of quarter to 1/3 definitely comes out on top because it's very difficult to maintain a combo in the second half. This sounds a lot like papaya base. I completely agree, and I think I did say that either in the World Cup server or maybe on the Map Pool showcase last weekend. It does sound an awful lot like papaya base.
And we are starting up our first map. United States, first Brazil. Got Kendall, Chicken Bible, and Rossold for US. Hannick, Taishi, and Overdose for Brazil.
Yeah, and important to note, as we said in the build-up, this is a losers bracket semi-final encounter. Whoever comes out on the wrong side of this one is exiting the tournament, and they'll have to wait till next year to try again. 2 very early misses from Kendall and Rossold. Very strange. Overdose and Hannick missing on those snappy buzz sliders is going to give the advantage back to the US though. Hannick with another miss, Overdose with another miss, only Taishi holding on to a full combo for Brazil. Kendall with quite a few misses there, and Russell dropping as well. It's Taishi versus Chicken Bible for this one so far. Chicken Bible drops though, Overdose as well. Taishi's running away with this one to steal the combo lead back.
Well, as soon as he said something about Chicken Bible, he ends up dropping, so it's good to see that your cursinating is on point right now.
Absolutely, I've been warmed up. Chicken Bible and Russell both dropping there, so it's 2 great combos for Brazil to only Kendall, who's the leading combo on the US, but is only just now getting to 200 points. Russell and Chicken Bible only at 100. Overdose going to drop again, but Brazil are building up a healthy advantage with Taishi and Hannick holding combo here. Russell and Chicken Bible trade that drop from Overdose.
And this is uncharacteristic from the US, especially 2 players with really high caliber like Chicken Bible and Russell. You usually don't see them missing this much.
Hannick with a huge drop there though, just not getting to the beginning of that rapid slider velocity section. Taishi still holding on to a double S though, as Hannick and Overdose see a double miss. Russell trades. Hannick and Overdose are really struggling to build combo back up now, but everybody misses.
And
all
the
combos have been
board is
completely
reset with
obliterated.
combos. But with this much low... Whoa, wait, the US flipped it.
That was a huge change in score there. Hannick and Overdose spent so much time at almost no combo that the US ran away with that one. Just the one miss from Taishi is really good play from him, but that score flicked in an instant. That was so fast. It seemed like Brazil had a healthy advantage, and then all of a sudden, the click of a finger, US had the win.
I'm confused. That happened so fast. And with next to no time remaining in the map as well. You see that, guys? Russell telling Kendall, hey, you're not my manager. I won't do what you tell me to do. I'm not gonna have fun with this.
Chicken Bible saying he doesn't want to be playing this one, but Russell saying nope, you should stay. Possibly waiting for Zach to come in for Hidden. Of course, low approach rate Hidden, especially on older kind of convert picks, is definitely a specialty of his.
We see a Predominator coming in lieu of Overdose.
Chicken Bible saying if I play this map I get a score of 600k. Definitely not what you want from your team.
Hey, at least he's honest, am I right?
This is true. Looks like everyone's ready, and Tiger Eyes is going to start game number 2. Taking a long time to load into this one. We saw this match played between Germany and the Philippines earlier today, I think, and it was almost a complete bloodbath. Some players struggling to get even up to kind of 70 or 80 combo. Again, if any one player can build a great combo on this one, it can be almost impossible to recover from. As Russell and Zach see a double miss, Taishi saw a miss as well, but Hanik and Predominador both holding full combo, I think, to only Lexi's full combo on the side of the US.
No, Lexi did not full combo. Lexi missed early on as well. There are no more full combos on the
Yeah,
side.
great spot. Hanik with several drops there though. Taishi dropping as well. Zach with a couple misses as well. Just Predominador hits that 200 combo mark. He's going to be setting a huge precedent, but just as I say that, he misses.
Gone.
US going to be building a lead here with Zach and Russell over that 100 combo mark.
JBH, your cursinating is too on point right now.
That's my job. Taishi and Hanik with a double miss. This one is rapidly getting out of control for Brazil after a promising start. Predominador drops as well. Only 60 combo, the highest on the side of Brazil. The US don't have great combos themselves as Russell drops.
Missing.
But there's not much left in this one.
So much people drop, and I don't know who to keep count anymore. I'm like, okay, Hanik dropped, Predominator dropped, Hanik dropped again, Taishi dropped.
And that one is going to be a fairly handy victory for the US. 118,000 points, the difference. Just slightly better consistency overall from the US roster. Predominador coming in with the best combo at 219, but unfortunately, just a few more misses from the Brazilian players deciding that one.
And unfortunately, no one from the Brazil side pulling off an S.
Well, Hanik almost there, 97-92. Russell with the 99-26 accuracy. Great play from him, even though he couldn't maintain a huge combo.
Well, JBH, let me tell you an old saying that that my grandpa used to tell me. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Well, almost has won the US their second point, and it's a break point. So they'll be happy for any points they can get, I think. Brazil to pick next. They've lost one of their picks, but they have another chance now. Get something on the board. So not too many people gave Brazil a chance of winning this one in the pick'ems. Just 2 people, I think, or 4% of the audience, of the participants. The other 96 in favor of the US.
If you were Brazil, what would you pick here? You lost Nomad and you lost Hidden.
Well, clearly they don't want to tend to hard rock. I think Nomad is still an option for them. There's a lot of variety in maps in this Nomad pool, and they're going to go with Crystallized. And I'm excited for this one because the 2 matches where we've seen Crystallized play today were both exceptionally close. We had Hong Kong winning a spinner battle over Taiwan that was decided by, I think, 1,300 points. And then we had Philippines versus Germany. We saw both Bunrei and Marv drop on the slowest section imaginable that gifted Philippines a game point to that one. I think that was a break point as well. So if this match is anything like any of the ones we've seen in the previous 2 matches, I'm looking forward to this one.
I was actually watching the Philippines match earlier today at work. My coworker yelled at me because I was not paying attention.
Hopefully the hype didn't distract you too much. I don't want to get you in trouble at work.
I'm not gonna get in trouble there. Taishi showing off his dance moves a little bit. Just shaking that plate back and forth a couple times. Everyone hitting up to that 200 combo marker. Everyone's still holding. Oh, as soon as I say that, Predominator with the miss and Taishi following it right back. It's gonna give the US a huge advantage.
Yeah, definitely not the start Brazil would have wanted from that one.
Everyone on the Brazil side finally getting back up to that 200 combo mark. Gonna stop the bleeding for now.
Predominador going to see another drop though. That's not good for Brazil. They were up against the deficit already, and they're still struggling as Taishi drops also. It's just Hanik versus the entire United States roster right now.
And at 1,000 combo in, we are still seeing a triple double S from the US.
There's still plenty of difficult map to go, including, ironically, this very calm section. Because the approach rate is pretty high, if you're not in the right place and you have to dash to the complete opposite side of the screen, you can be in for a world of pain on this one. Thankfully, most people opting to stay in the center for as much time as possible.
Seeing Broadsword plate dancing that slider a little bit there.
$1,300 combo we go. US have an almost 100,000 point advantage right now. They've not looked like dropping, but it's going to take a couple of them, if not more. Predominador drops again. Hanik still with the FC, but no one on his team can really stay with him, it seems.
Chicken
Hanik
Bible
drops.
is going to be the
drops.
first one to drop from the United States.
The dream is over, but it doesn't matter because everyone on the Brazilian side has dropped now.
Lexi and Russell still holding on to that double S. US's lead is now up to over 200,000. Brazil wants anything to happen. They're going to want to be looking for a failure here by someone on the United States. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at 3-0.
So it seems, and this is going to be a second break point for the US. Oh no, Russell with the drop!
That's what happens when you try and show off and start dancing around.
He relaxed at the wrong time. Thankfully, he's done more than enough work to carry his team over the line. Lexi is the only hope for the double S. But it is going to be a convincing third point for the US. Chicken Bible just taking a little bit of extra time to finish. It's 2-1 misses with no droplet misses and 1 double S. All around, a pretty dominant performance from the US on that one. Hanek did well to get to 1500 combo, but his team could just not quite keep up, unfortunately. Brazil gets to ban a second map as a result of the US reaching 3 game points.
At the end there, Chicken Bible wanted a little bit of the spotlight to himself, so he just held still a little bit while he waited for everyone else to finish.
Stop confusing us, Rossold. You are not a Brazil player, and even if you were, Critical Crystal is not a map that is in the map pool, so it cannot be banned. Honestly, this guy. Imprinting is going to be their next ban. So again, they take another hard rock pick off the table. This time a convert. They've taken both of the short hard rock picks off the table.
Chicken Bible saying he actually liked that song as well.
Well, tough. He's not getting it. Well, at least not until tomorrow, and that's only if they can win this match. They're doing pretty good so far. 3 points on the board. 4 more to go for a victory. And the US may pick next. They could go for another hidden selection, or they could see, well, Brazil have banned 2 hard rocks, so obviously they don't want to do anything in the hard rock bracket. Should we pick something from there? Chicken Bible's going to pick his own map. What a narcissist. Drop Pop Candy from Real. Hidden AR 8.2 CS5. Going to be the next selection for the United States. A very short map, both in length and low on combo and density. Going to be very difficult to get a good score if anyone misses anywhere near the middle on this.
Now, Andrew, I don't know if you can hear me, but I will shun you if you do not at least full combo your own map.
Well, he's very full of himself. Good song, good map, and even better mapper. I don't know about that one, Chief. It doesn't have any hit sounds, so it's not anywhere near the top of my most enjoyed list. Thumbs down. He's not gonna FC Elux, I'm sorry. He's heard your plea, but he's not up to the challenge.
You know what, Andrew? That's it. You're gonna make me say it. You're gonna make me say it. I hope you fail the map.
Ooh.
I said it. There's no taking it back.
Somehow Chicken Bible's given himself a 4.3 million point advantage. That one's an interesting... I mean, I know it's his map, but oh, there we go. It's been reset. There was some serious mapper advantage going on there. Rossold seeing the first miss on the side of the US, giving Brazil a very early lead.
And Andrew, Chicken Bible, missing that first note just to spite me.
Taishi and Hanek both seeing drops, giving the US advantage though. Predominador still holding for Brazil. But he's up against Lexi and Rossold. with sizable combos on the side of the US. And Predominador does finally drop. Panic missing as well. Russell almost at 200 combo, Lexi already there. Chicken Bible, even the lowest combo on the US, is still higher than everyone on the side of Brazil. Brazil really struggling with this low AR hidden pick.
Chicken Bible just missing quite a bit. I don't know if he's doing this to spite me or not right now.
I don't want to believe he'd be throwing a World Cup game. Lexi sees a drop, Taishi drops, Hanek drops, Predominador drops. No combos anywhere on the side of Brazil, unfortunately. Can Russell get to 200 combo before the end? They're going to win this one comfortably.
And he
Just
will
about
get to
manages
200 combo before the end. About 200 and... I think he hit 201, 202-ish before the end.
Either way, Taishi in particular really struggling with that one. A 99 max combo and 18 misses. Hanek and Predominador just about able to keep up with Russell and Lexi as far as accuracy and misses is concerned, but combos were all in favor of the US on that one. So 4-0 to the US now, and this one is looking a little bit dangerous. Brazil to pick once again. They've tried Nomad twice, and it has not worked either time.
The Twitch chat giving Chicken Bible a little bit of banter for that 14 miss.
There's a hashtag blame JBH in the chat as well. Outstanding. Nice to know I'm doing a good job. Just doing my civic duty for this beautiful game.
Well, I mean, your cursonating has been on point so far this entire match, JBH, so the hashtag blame JBH is pretty accurate.
Absolutely. Don't have that for nothing. Brazil going to be picking Kodama. Camellia map number 2. Well, number 3 actually, because Crystallize has been picked as well. So Brazil are just on a Camellia streak right now. They've picked all 3 Camellia maps back to back from the Nomad pool. This one, the second of the 2 converts. The longest, second longest map in the Nomad semifinals pool. We've got Chicken Bible saying he got an achievement for playing his own map in CWC, and it's unnamed, saying a 14 miss gang. Do you get an achievement for that, 14 missing your own map in the World Cup? Oh, I have no doubt that Chicken Bible is reading the Twitch chat. There he is.
Yep. I was gonna say, if he wasn't reading Twitch chat, he was at least listening to us, so he would have some idea what was going on.
Well, a team that really needs to find out what's going on is Brazil. They're 4-0 down, and they are potentially about to have their 3rd pick in a row broken if the US can take this one. They just need something, anything, to go their way at this point. Everyone navigating to 100 combo without issue. Panic dropping on those vertical slider doubles.
Followed up by Lexi.
Chicken Bible and Predominador trading as Hanek drops again. Taishi versus Rossold. Battle of the remaining full combos, but Taishi drops, just overshooting one of those little wiggling sections. Hanek and Predominador both drop. Rossold still holding on to a double S, but there are no combos left on the side of Brazil. Been a bit of a theme of this match so far.
Lexi catching back up to that 200 combo mark. And the bleeding will continue for now. Taishi finding yet another miss.
Yeah, Hanek and Predominador both back up to that 200 combo mark, but there's such an advantage for the US already. This is a long map though, so there's still plenty of time for them to come back into it. But Russell just does not look like he's even thought about missing.
And Taishi is still not at that 200 combo mark. And
He's not going to be there for a while longer now.
Bible,
but Hanek and Taishi both drop as well. Predominador drops the only combo left on Brazil. Russell continues 800 combo now. So much support for Brazil in the chat, but their team are really struggling here. 130,000 points down with half of the map to play.
Don't think Russell learned his lesson from that crystallized map. He's still plate dancing around.
It's great that he's feeling comfortable and confident, but I hope it doesn't come back to bite his team in the end. Hanek and Predominador both hitting 200 combo. Taishi up there as well. US have been there for just a little bit longer, so the gap is going to stabilize, but it's very large right now.
And Predominador and Hanek finding a miss.
Yeah, Predominador dropping again. Lots of misses from the side of Brazil here. Their players are not performing badly by any means, but there's only ever one or maybe two of them holding a great combo at any one time. When one person from the US misses, there's always someone there to take up their place. And that is being the difference between the two teams as Predominador sees another drop. Health getting very low there, but he's recovering.
The score difference just continues to grow.
Yeah, it's pretty much 230,000 at this point. Taishi with another drop. Russell still holding that double S. Can he go all the way as Lexi sees another drop for the US? Haven't seen one of those in a while.
And he's going to go all the way with a double S at the end.
That wasn't even the US's pick at any rate. Brazil performed pretty well on that. They had some pretty solid combos all throughout that pick, but the US just proving far too consistent to outperform them on a kind of technical consistency-based pick like that one. Russell with the double S. Outstanding performance by that man.
Oh. Another guest appearance by a DJ client here. He's bringing you his second mixtape now.
Yes,
on
sick remixes. And we're going to see the US picking more hidden is Mirage Garden for the first time. In this match number 5, United States versus Brazil. We're seeing Mirage Garden picked for the first time. It's been mostly ignored, not banned too often, but neither kind of wanted by either team really. And there's an awful lot of direction changes after hyper dashes, wiggling and strong dashes, which make this pretty obvious why it hasn't been selected too much. It is very tricky, quite long, and a bit of a pain in the ass to read with hidden if I say so myself.
Well, JVH, I rarely touch hidden, and just by the way you describe the map, I do not want to touch that thing with a 32-foot long pole.
Specifically a 32-foot one.
I may touch it with a 33, but not a 32.
If anyone's selling a 33-foot barge pole, hit Elux up. So this will be the US's third pick. If they win, it's their 6th victory, and it takes them to match point. A very, very strong showing from them after what was not quite a humiliating defeat last week, but it was certainly an eye-opener against France. 6-2. Your terminology of a 32-foot long pole seems to have confused some people in the Twitch chat, Elux. Anyway, we're going to be getting back underway.
Oh, there we go. Ronster having a couple of 11-foot barge poles. Gonna be able to duct tape them up together for me.
Wizard. Rustled and Panic, with very early misses. Ever so slightly in favor of Brazil at this stage, thanks to the slightly later miss from Rustled. But this is quite a long map, and I don't expect misses at kind of 10 combo to really factor into the result, given the difficulty of patterns that are coming up next. Predominator sees a miss at 180 though, and another Taishi as well. That is disaster for Brazil.
Russell finding a miss to trade out one of those, and Zach following it up. Zach unable to hold on to a combo as he has not hit even 100 yet since breaking.
Yeah, we saw Lexi trade with Hanik, and then Taishi dropped as well there. Rustled versus Predominador at this stage. Zach building that combo up a little bit as Predominador sees a drop for Brazil. Everyone on the side of the US now up to that 200 combo mark as Taishi and Hanik have a double miss. Really bad news for Brazil.
And the bleeding commences as Hanik finds yet another miss. Taishi finding yet another miss as that score differential just keeps increasing in favor of the US.
This seems to be the difference between the two teams at the moment. Neither of them have that rock-solid consistency to set huge combos, but when the US miss, they can refocus and get a good combo back. When Brazil miss, there's almost always more to follow as we see another triple miss from their roster.
And it just looked like that entire small part of the section of the map was just brutal on Brazil as they kept finding misses all throughout there.
And whereas Brazil have been struggling to get 200 combo as Taishi drops again, Rustled at 900 and Lexi at 750. Zach is back up to 200 combo now. So the advantage still increasing for the US as Taishi and Hanik see a double miss again.
Predominator still trying to keep his team in it. Oh, and he ends up finding a miss.
Your curse netting's not bad yourself, my friend. Lexi at 1000 combo, Rustled about to hit 1200. Predominador drops again. Taishi's back up at 200, as is Hanik, but the damage is more than done at this stage.
And AJBH, all cursinating you've been doing, I've been taking notes.
Ah, you see, he's learning. The test is next week, yeah?
Oh, definitely.
Finals week beckons, but it might not be beckoning for Brazil, as they're about to succumb to a third straight defeat. 6th straight game defeat, and third both on their own break and on their opponent's pick. Ooh, this is not looking good. It's well out of their hands now. They need to see a fail from the US in the closing stages.
And will Zach get at least 850,000 on this map like Chicken Bible said he wants to, and he will.
He has managed. I'm not sure whether that was a drop at the end or whether the client has just struggled a little bit to sync up. I don't think it would have made a difference. The score differential was just over 300,000, I think. So confident victory for the US. So it's 6-0. Brazil have one chance, one pick to get something, just any kind of smidge of kind of satisfaction out of this match. 1 point on the board. They've lost 3 times on Nomad, I think, and twice on Hidden, 3 times on Hidden.
Neither of these teams wanting to touch Hard Rock or Double Time. But X-Nando gonna be coming in as we see Predominator dropping out.
So Brazil are going to have one last roll of the dice. Still in the Nomad pool. Pick number 4 from them. It's Nomad number 3, Suck Ducks, Me and You. Their last chance. In Nomad and Hidden only match. No Hard Rock, no DT. There's going to be some comeback for Brazil to do it from here, but stranger things have happened. Who's predicting 7-6 Brazil, guys?
Find out that the Brazilian players were just playing with their eyes closed that entire time.
And here begins the comeback of the century. I like the optimism.
We're going to be seeing Ken Doll coming in exchange with Lexi.
Brazil wishing good luck to the US. The US haven't needed too much good fortune, but it's still great sportsmanship to see. Will we see 7-0, the first sweep of the semifinals, or can Brazil get themselves on the board? They have one chance.
Well, it's like I said, JBH, the reason why Brazil is saying good luck to the US is that they were playing with their eyes closed beforehand. They know the reverse sweep is coming.
They've just activated Brazil's trap card.
Taishi gonna be the first one finding a miss. Everyone heads up to that 200 combo mark.
Yeah, so far everyone managing these high SP sections really well, but Kendall and Rossold, we see a double miss from the US. Brazil are going to have the advantage for the first time in quite a while. Kendall dropping again.
And again.
Nando going to take the first, or second hit, sorry, from Brazil. Hanik still holding on to that FC. Rivaling Chicken Bible Zone, both on double S. Nando missing right at the break there. Just not in the right position at all.
Brazil at the break, being ahead by a tiny amount as we come into the spinner battle.
United States going to take the advantage on the spinner, though, it looks like. They have the combo advantage as well, with only Hanik having a full combo. The lead is small, but it is still growing. Nando going to drop on the side of Brazil, though, and that's not what they needed.
Taishi catching up to that 200 combo mark. Going to help his team out a little bit. But they're going to need a lot more than that if they want to come back and win this match.
Yeah, they're going to need at least one miss from the American roster right now. There's only 1/3 of the map to go. Nando dropping again. Just really struggling. Hanik finally drops that full combo. Chicken Bible the only one remaining now. And you got to think that's probably all she wrote for Brazil this World Cup. Next, Nando with a few more drops. Taishi dropping again. Panic back up to 200. But the consistency after a shaky start has been on point from the US.
Chicken Bible hitting that 1100 combo and still going. About to hit 1200.
Taishi dropping for Brazil. Next, Nando dropped again as well. Panic hits just below the 500 combo, but that is going to be a 7th game victory for the US. An SS for Chicken Bible at match point, and it's going to be a convincing 7-0 victory for the US. The US, congratulations to them. They remain in the tournament. They will go on to face Hong Kong tomorrow. Brazil, it's been a great ride from them. I think this is the best performance run they've ever had in a Catch World Cup. But sadly, their run must come to an end.
Panic at the end. We're free!
Good to see that they're keeping themselves in good spirits. So commiserations to Brazil. They can enjoy a little period of rest whilst the tournament continues. But the US, they have no rest. They have a very daunting task tomorrow, which is Hong Kong.
And if you're Brazil, you can't feel too bad about leaving the tournament this far in, making history as the first unseeded team hitting top 12.
Yeah, they've performed really well. They should be definitely proud of that performance. And yeah, they lost, but they lost to a great team. Yeah, they lost 7-0, but they put in some spirited performances, and they've had a pretty good run so far this year. From an unseeded team to make it into the top 12, kudos to them, well played. But it's the US that will be carrying the flame onwards.
And here in about 3 hours, we are going to be seeing our last year's losers final rematch of China versus Chile.
Yeah, China eventual winners in 2018, defeating the US. Chile were runners-up, or third place, in that losers bracket final. They're going to have another clash of epic proportions in the winners bracket semi-final this time. And South Korea, who else but South Korea, waits them in that winners bracket final. And that's going to be, as you said, in just about 3 hours from now, I think. So I won't say don't go anywhere, but make sure you're back here in 3 hours, because that one is going to be a killer match. We'll also have the US versus Hong Kong tomorrow, and Philippines versus Mexico after that match. So yeah, some more epic matches coming your way very soon. I'm excited. I'm sure you're excited too, Elix.
Oh, you know it. I get to commentate the next match.
Woo woo! So we'll be back in 3 hours. You have been awesome, and we'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you everyone for joining.
Everyone, good to see this match was a bit longer than last time. Y'all take care.